Are you looking for a vehicle with a compact footprint, all-wheel drive, and fuel economy over raw horsepower? Well, I've got the vehicle for you. This is the 2022 Chevrolet Trailblazer. At first glance, the Trailblazer is a very nice looking vehicle. This upper trim level Activ, without the E at the end, is pretty much fully loaded. That means a two-toned roof, additional bright work on the front and back bumpers instead of just plastic, and more aggressive tires paired with underbody shields for gravel roads. It also means a lot of other safety and interior features, but we'll get to those in a few minutes. The front end of the Trailblazer is designed to look like the larger and more expensive Chevy Blazer. It's sporty, attractive, and really modern. Out here in the back of the Trailblazer, the rear access point is large and wide and gives you a lot of room here in the back. You can get an optional powered hatch, but you're also going to have to ante up for the sunroof at the same time. On the inside, the Trailblazer gives you a lot to love in some places and not so much in others. We've got an 8-inch infotainment system with a Bose audio system, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, all the standard stuff you'd expect. We also have a wireless phone charger, heated seats, heated steering wheel, and that's all well and good. But when you start to look over the entire dash and tap on it, you realize it's just a lot of hard plastic up here. The seats in this Activ are power adjustable and comfortable for longer drives. Cloth and metal accents on the doors add a little bit of depth, but overall the Trailblazer has a little too much plastic for my taste. But driving down the road behind the wheel and the Trailblazer is actually pretty terrific. The driving dynamics are crisp, predictable, and comfortable, which is really important. And even better, you'd never know this thing was powered by a 3-cylinder engine because it doesn't feel like it. With 155 horsepower and 175 pound-feet of torque from only 1.3 liters, the displacement to power ratio is better than some modern 4-cylinders that you'd find on other cars. And with only all that torque available at 1600 RPM, the Trailblazer is really got a lot of torque off the line. Chevy is throwing a lot of safety features into the Trailblazer standard. We've got automatic emergency braking, pedestrian braking, lane keep assist, a forward collision alert, following distance indicator, and even automatic high beams. Unfortunately, at the end of the day, I'm just not sold on the Chevy Trailblazer. And I'll tell you why. It makes me kind of sad. You see, this model starts at around $22,000. And at that price, it competes with the Hyundai Venue that I reviewed a few months ago. And unfortunately, the Venue is even cheaper and has even more options. But when you start to talk about the Trailblazer Activ and its fully loaded price tag of just under $30,000, in my mind, that starts to compete with the Subaru Outback and the Ford Bronco Sport, both of which are a lot bigger and have even more features to offer. But that's not to say this vehicle isn't nice or something you shouldn't consider. If most of your driving is on the road or highway, the Trailblazer excels. And with a 1.3 liter engine, you won't win any stoplight races, but you will get over 30 miles to the gallon. And its compact form is easy to maneuver in tight urban areas while still having a lot of storage space and a decently sized second row. I really hate to say this, but the Trailblazer strikes me as a vehicle that I might buy for my son someday when he gets older and starts to drive. You see, with the all-wheel drive and its capability and size, it'll get him to school every day in any amount of weather, but it doesn't have the horsepower or off-road capability for him to get in trouble. It's nice, but it's not too nice. It's also pretty capable and reasonably priced, so I still will be able to afford that extra monthly payment. But the shame of all of this is, I think, had Chevy given the Trailblazer just a few more inches of ground clearance and a little bit more power with an optional 2-liter turbocharged engine, it would have gone a long way in my mind to change how I feel about this model. Unfortunately, it seems like Chevrolet just played it a little bit too safe. I'm Zane, and if you want to see more of my car and car review videos, search me out on YouTube under Drive Them All. I'll see you next time.